What is going on, guys? My name is Lextasy and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing something really different for me, and I hope you really like it. But we're going to be driving this 1100 horsepower Dodge Charger Redeye as a daily. Like, I want to show you guys what it's like to drive one of these cars every single day. And yes, as you can tell, I am sitting on a radial tire. So yes, I do drive it on the radial. I think it looks cool. It actually does have a purpose because I have, well, better traction for everyday driving, especially with 1,000 torque. So this thing is a monster. It is a beast. It's so fun to drive, and hopefully you guys enjoy it today as much as I do. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably do like half of it talking, half of it not talking, that way you can really hear all the noises and the whines of the motor. Now we're going to take it up on the parkway, so there's going to be good little twisty turns and really a good place to lay on it and see what it does. So without further ado, guys, let's get this video going. All right, so let's do a quick remote start, I guess, for the Charger Redeye, 1100 horsepower, tons of work done on it. Of course, I'll go over all that once we get up in the mountains, but yeah, let's see what it sounds like. Now, the exhaust is completely stock, so let's see what that does. Let's go. All right, let's get in this bad boy. God, this feels so weird to have this camera on my face. But so of course, remote start started, so now you just got to press the button to actually start the car. That is my radar, which we don't need because we're not going to be doing anything too crazy. But yeah, guys, so this is what it kind of looks like. Now, as you can tell, the SRT actually lights up, which is awesome. So that is a new thing, I think, for the wide bodies, or at least the Redeye. So I haven't seen it in any other Hellcats or Redeyes or anything like that, but that's pretty cool little touch there. Lights are a little bit uneven, I would say, but it is what it is. It's still a super fun car. But yeah, guys, let's get this thing on the road. So let's back it up. And there's our TRX. By the way, guys, if you want to see a POV video of the TRX as well, just let me know. I do not mind doing it. I think that's actually going to be super cool to see as well. So totally up to you guys. If you like this video, smash the like and the comment and subscribe, and let me know you want to see the TRX as well. I'd love to see what that looks like, a personal view. So let's get this thing out of here, make it down our hill. First off, I do live on a really steep road, so I'm just gonna be honest that you have to kind of maneuver this thing. It's not that it sits slow, but it's just it's the way, like, look how steep that is. And this Charger does decently going up the hill, though we do have a problem a little bit with it, so it is what it is. Let's adjust our mirror. I don't know why it's facing all the way on the floor. All right, we're good. Roll out. So yeah, let's warm up this engine. As you can tell, I'm getting 12.2 miles a gallon on E85, which is not bad for daily driving. I'm not doing anything crazy, so it's doable. But of course, I'm not getting anywhere near the 20 that they're recommending or advertising, not even on 93. Now, this car is strictly running on E85 because I don't want to mess with swapping out tunes and stuff like that if I want to run it. It's not a true flex fuel kit on there, so what that means is I would literally have to, like, pull over, make sure I have barely any 93 left, and then fuel up E85 and go from there. So that's kind of a pain. I don't want to mess with it, so I just keep 50 gallons at my house and we're good. But let me let you listen to the noises a little bit. Get around this corner. I love that sound. This is the reason I bought this Redeye, man. I miss my Hellcat. I miss the noises. It sounds amazing. It does have a leg maker intake, which really intensifies that blower noise, which is absolutely, in my opinion, way better than listening to the exhaust. So I prefer this sound of the supercharger over anything. But that is exactly how every car should sound like from factory. I don't care. Oh, and then we have this guy. Way to go. Bravo, buddy. Bravo. That's the right move there, right in front of 1100 horsepower Charger. But I love the way this thing, I think the red gauges is something new for the Redeyes. I don't think the Hellcats come with those, but it's amazing. The whining you hear in the back is actually the differential. It does whine a little bit because we do have a 309 gear, which gives us more torque, of course. So it launches off the red line or off the dig real quick, so that's awesome. You do lose a little bit of a top end, but with 1100 you got nothing to worry about. All right, so while we're driving, let's talk about the specs a little bit, just so we're all on the same page here. So when I say 1100 horsepower, actually more than that, I'm talking about at the crank, which is exactly what all the brands always advertise, is the horsepower at crank. You know, 797 horsepower factory on this is at the crank. So after the drivetrain loss, you're talking right at 685 is what we dynoed it at. So this car dynoed at 968 and 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. That's after all the work we have done, which I'll talk about in the next video. I'll go over everything that you need to do to get it to this point and to make it just a straight missile and such an aggressive car that can kill GTRs and a lot of other brands as well. I don't know about Corvettes. I haven't been able to track one down or race one yet, but it is a monster. So 968 and 1,000 torque is awesome. Awesome on every single level. Super easy to drive. I love it. It makes it like, it's just amazing. Like here, I'm gonna not talk for a little bit because I personally just want to hear the supercharger whine. So I'll do it with the window closed and then with the window open, so you can kind of see how much more it is with the window open as well. So, and with this beautiful weather, that's exactly what you want to listen to anyway. So let's get on it once this Lincoln gets out of my way a little bit, and here we go. I love it. That sounds so amazing. And I'm not even doing anything, but it's just the best sound ever. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a leg maker intake, get one for your Mopar ASAP, especially a Hellcat or a Redeye. So let's get on the Blue Ridge Parkway and let's really let it eat a little bit. Let's see what it does on corners, especially on the radials. Once they warm up, they stick like glue. Let's go right. Actually, let's go left. So this car has what I call 3 different modes, or 3 different levels of crazy. So there's one which is normal driving. I'm in auto. Yes, we can even put it on sport mode, which is fine. So it does take the stability control out a little bit, but number 1 mode is pretty much just normal driving. Like, it feels like a normal car. You can't really tell a difference from driving, that this thing has a lot more power than what it really does. You know, it feels like, it looks like a Hellcat, so that's fine. And that's what makes this car so forgiving, is because like it just drives very well. It drives comfortably. The seats are amazing. The screens, infotainment system, everything works. Everything is awesome. Now the second mode, this one I call is the minor screw up. What I mean by minor screw up is that this car, if you give it more gas than normal, so if you'll accelerate harder than usual, it will downshift 1 or 2 gears, and it'll give you a substantial amount more power, but it's still very much under control and easy to maneuver and use in everyday driving. So if you got to pass a car, like, well, I would have, nope, I can't tell. Ooh, you see that? I barely gave it gas and downshifted from 7th to 5th, and now we just sat there waiting, thinking that I would take off. Clearly I'm not going to. There's cars there, but let me show you what I mean once we get around this traffic. So let's go for a pass. It downshifted 2 gears, gave me enough power to pass, no problem at all. What I mean by minor screw up is like, if you didn't mean to really get on it and it downshifted, it's fine. You're not in trouble. You're still controlling it very well. it's normal. Like, it's okay to do it. I think even my Scat Pack, when I had one, had the same thing. So that's not a problem at all. Makes it still fun to drive because it gives you that extra power and adrenaline rush sometimes when you don't mean for it to. Now, the third one, and you can call it whatever you want. I just call it a major screw up. What I mean by that is, well, once I get a straight road, major screw up is whenever this thing shifts, not once or downshifts once, but twice. And when it does that, it's just full-blown power. It don't matter if you're in auto, if you're in sport mode. Yes, auto will give you a little bit more traction control, so it will kick the power off quicker. So let's do that. I want to show you what that's like. So auto, as you can tell, traction is back on. But this means, like, major screw up is, come on now, give me a straight road. There we go. So major screw up is if you went like this, if you just mashed it, just... You know what I mean? Like that one, if you're not a good driver, if you're not a professional driver, that will put you in a wall or off the road real quick. It will kick the rear tires out really quickly. So this car just has like 3 different levels of driving. There's the Scat Pack and the Hellcat drivers that just get in, garage it, and, you know, drive it in auto mode. Totally fine. There's the ones that like to mess around a little bit once in a while, and then there's the guys like me that want full power at all times, ready to go. Drag strip, race strip, road, it does not matter. So that's me. I love it because that right there throws you into the seats, especially with how much work is done on this thing. So like, that's why you have to take the radials off when it rains. Well, you have to take them off, period, because you're going to just wipe out with just a little bit of any wetness on the road. But on stock tires, this thing, what I just did, would have absolutely lost traction. Like, it would absolutely, I've had lost traction before, even at 100 miles an hour. It's just the way it is. This thing is a monster. I love it. It's amazing. I love the sound of the supercharger as well. But let's do this. I'm not going to talk for the next like 5 minutes. I want you guys to really experience this. I'll even put it in sport mode, and I'll be giving it gas, not giving it gas, cruising, so you kind of get an idea of all the 3 different stages of how this car really drives. So let's just have some fun. Crap, guys, I just left black marks for like 80 feet. I just realized that I've been spinning. Oh my God, I had no idea. I was like, what is that behind me? Am I spraying something? And then I look and you can see massive tire marks. That's so sick. I thought it was hooking, but I guess not so much. Not as much as I thought it was. And that's of course because I don't have the right size tire yet, but Alright, so while I have your attention, while we're just enjoying this car, I do want to give a huge shout out to Mass Acceleration Motorsports. I pretty much do it in every video because I am extremely happy with this build. So for anybody looking to build their Mopar, Hellcat, Redeye, Demon, does not matter, even LS for that matter, they can do it all, do it quickly. Great customer service, great pricing, and super quick turnaround time, and they're known on the whole East Coast. They're the ones that have done this car. It's only got 1,659 miles, but it's been built by them since 800 and literally drives like a normal car. All right, ooh, perfect. We got a tunnel, guys. Look at a tunnel. Let's give it a gas, man. Let's see what it sounds like. Windows down. I love it. Oh, that's gonna scare all the bears away, man. But here's the cool thing, they did such a great job on this car. I can put it in manual mode and the shifts are still super crisp. It drives super soft. It's amazing. Like, it drives like a stock car. That's what's done right. Like, the transmission is the transmission is tuned, the engine is tuned, but yet it drives super good, guys. Like, seriously, I'm extremely happy. Look at that view of the mountains, man. This is just like the perfect place for this car. Now, does it handle like a GTR? Of course not. You're in a rear wheel drive car, but I'm gonna say these wide bodies though are done right. The wheelbase is wider, so it actually handles pretty well. Of course, not on the stock Pirelli tires. Don't even try to do anything on those, but God, manual mode is awesome. I love that intake sound. You can just hear the air getting sucked in. I love it. It's amazing. All right, we're in drive mode. Let's put in a manual mode real quick. So manual 8th, 7th, 6th. We'll get on it real quick in a little bit. Let's see, 5th. I think this is a straight spot right here, or not. Yep, it should be. 5th gear pull. Let's do a 4th gear pull. Nope. Well, not really. Bad idea here. Country road, take me home. All right, here we go. 4th gear and go. Woohoo! That radar is gone. Dude, the tire marks. I love it, man. I love it. Like, daily driving, nobody would even know what this is, but like, nobody has an idea this is 1,100 horsepower. They just think it's a Hellcat, but let me stay away from this car and I'll give it some gas so you guys can hear it. Here we go. Golly, what a monster. What an absolute monster. Woo! I love this beast. I really do. Look at that view, guys. This is why I love where I live. Beautiful place, beautiful views, and an amazing car to enjoy them with, or on the road. So there we go. Let's get on it. Hi, puppies. They're like, what is that? All right, so one thing you're gonna notice is, I don't know if you can see, but right there on the left side where my oil temperature is showing, or coolant temperature actually, it's definitely not rising below like 175, 180. That's because I have a 180-degree thermostat, so it's actually helping to keep all the coolant, all the oil, everything cooled off, so it actually has more power. And I'm not even using the chiller mode, which is an awesome feature on the Redeye. So you can press it and activate it, and it'll actually cool off the intake air temperatures by cooling off the supercharger and rerouting the AC through that system, which is awesome. But let's pull over, guys, because I really want to show you what, like, just everything about the car, like do a true walk around, because I haven't really showed you guys much, so you haven't seen how amazing. And I love the color on this car as well. Like I said, super easy to drive. Look at that view. Wow, $1 million view right there. Let's park this bad boy and walk around the car. Let's pop the hood as well. So as you can tell, first off, amazing view, awesome, love the place I live at. But here is the amazing Redeye. This thing is so sick. Look at them sticky tires. A ton of rocks on here for sure, but that's what you want, guys. You want Mickey Thompson's, man, the best brand out there. Oh yeah, this is the softest rubber ever. But look at the color of this car, guys. Redeye, of course, emblem everywhere. It's like, for the most part, it's stock. I haven't done much to the aesthetics of it yet. There's the blower, 2.7 liter massive blower. I do have the leg maker intake. I definitely advertise and recommend it to everybody. Just a super clean setup. You wouldn't be able to tell that this thing is what it is, besides just looking like a Hellcat. But radials, of course, look amazing on this car on the back. And they do an amazing job of hooking, as you guys already know. But by the way, if you haven't already subscribed to Lextasy, I definitely highly recommend. 1000%. Great guy, has great content, loves what he does, and let's make him grow. So subscribe down below, drop a comment, drop a like, of course. But guys, I can't talk enough about this thing. It's just an awesome, super great, super powerful, fast sleeper. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this thing. And of course, extremely comfortable as well. But look at that view. This is an amazing place I live at, an amazing place to enjoy this car. So guys, so let's finish this video off by doing a quick like 60 to 130 pull, so you kind of get an idea as to how fast this thing is, and I get a better idea too. So I'm not going to shift, I'm not doing anything, I'm in auto sport mode. But let's get down to 60 and then let's mash it and go. And go. Golly! Oh my gosh! This sucker books, man. And I spun at 60. You can see the black tire marks. All right, guys, and we are back home. So that was fun. That was something new. I've never done that before. I never really recorded this way. I don't know. You're on my face. You're on my on my head. So you're seeing the same perspective as me. And gosh, we got it dirty a little bit. Excuse all these bugs on here. We'll definitely clean that off. But that was actually super fun. I love this Charger. I really do, guys. Like, this thing is just on another level of crazy. It hooks, it books. It's a 4-door sedan. I could take it to with my family on a road trip if I wanted to. That's how reliable this thing is. But if you want to see more content like that, or if you want to see the Ram TRX and you want to see a POV of that, I will absolutely do that. If you guys want, just let me know, guys. Comment down below. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription, guys. I have so much more content coming, from racing to drag racing to doing more mods on both the truck and the car, of course. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Like I said, thank you for being a part of this family. Enjoy your life, enjoy your cars, enjoy your trucks, and I will see you next time. Peace.